5:57 AM, heading down to get my breakfast from the reception. Breakfast, which they clearly forgot about, I had to wait for. And coffee. Back to around to eat. You ready? Just not ready. Keeping quiet because Tom's just sleeping next door. Gels to go into pockets. Loads of them. Caffeine guns. Done a bit of this. Not bad. What's all that? Final item to go on. Going to be these. It's 7:40. Leaving here in 10 minutes. I'm heading to drop my bags off in the hotel left luggage bit, and then do a little walk / jog down to, it's I think 3k down to the start line. Get involved, get ready to go, and get a bit sleepy, but I'll wake up soon. 6:05, let's go.
After your finish to work your medal, make some space for your fellow runners coming in.
Keep going! Let's go! Woo! Those are the little like sherry ones. So we've just boarded the OBB night jet from Amsterdam to Vienna. Got a little couchette sleeper, this is it. It's pretty epic. Our own private ensuite. Toilet. Guy who just ran a marathon. Shower. How awesome is that? Arrival. So in Vienna, the hotel, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 28 hours after the completing the Amsterdam Marathon. We got the overnight train from Amsterdam, 7 PM last night, and arrived in Vienna at 9:17 this morning precisely. Spent the morning walking around Vienna, which is a stunning city, like totally amazing architecture and obviously history and cathedrals and other spaces and what have you. Amazing place. So now we're going for a jog, a little shakeout, discovery jog. It's a little bit windy and chilly. Start moving. That's the station where we arrived this morning. And that's the station that we shall be leaving for Budapest tomorrow morning. So we're doing like a European rail city hop as if we were students. Legs are a little bit marathon-y, heavy, sore, sort of quadage, but mostly on the steps, not too bad. The knee seems again more painful when walking, which is good. Less painful when running, which is probably good. I'll take that as a good thing. So this is Belvedere Castle, Palace, Belvedere Palace. Not sure when it was built. I'll try and find out. But it's a rather stunning piece of architecture. Very grand. This is the upper side. And wait for the reveal when we get to the lower side. I don't know if there's a different word for female centaurs with bosoms exposed. Amsterdam was yesterday, and anybody who's following my Strava, my YouTube, probably knows it's a really good plan. I don't think for the want of trying, felt like I was trying pretty hard. I just didn't, it was one of those days where I just could not hit the pace. So had to go at 6:05. First section comes out of the Olympic Stadium and out into Amsterdam, sort of south, I guess, before hitting Vondel Park. And see, coming out of the stadium, it's kind of narrow, 400-meter track, bends out the entrance to the stadium and then into town, and then it joins up with the people who started at a different section, sort of about a kilometre in. So literally was busy from leaving the stadium all the way to the entrance of Vondel Park and even slightly beyond, and I just couldn't get up to pace in the first mile at all, and I was trying, sort of frustrated. I think I hit 6:18 or something in the first mile, which was obviously immediately behind pace. Then it was kind of a battle from then, trying to get up to pace, never mind maintain it, just trying to get up to pace. I'm not sure if there was an energy crisis or some kind of confidence crisis or some crisis, but what definitely didn't happen was the knee, which I talked about before. The knee was fine, no issue there, so I cannot use that as an excuse, sadly. I think it seems to have made a liar out of me. I was complaining about it beforehand, and on race day it seemed totally fine, so go figure. Yeah, mile one didn't go to plan. It was slow. I struggled then to hit 6:05s like really all day, but even early days. Usually in a marathon you're feeling fine for like 13 miles, 14 miles, maybe 16 miles, 17 miles if you're lucky. Then you have to dig in and kind of work hard and try and maintain. Now this kind of working hard and trying to maintain was happening from the start. It was a bit of a struggle, as you can tell, all day. Obviously with the half marathon like a couple of weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was able to run 5:58 for 13 and a half and feel fairly comfortable, not comfortable, but fairly comfortable in the scheme of things. So obviously there's a bit of a problem when I'm not being able to hit 6:05 even for the first 3, for example. And Amsterdam, as you all may know, is flat. And there's a few hillocks, a few bridges over canals, that kind of thing to deal with. A very occasional sort of bridge over a road, or a bridge or a tunnel under a road and a bridge up the other side. But literally nothing compared to, I don't know, Belfast, Dublin, the kind of marathons which have some hills in them. It's flat. Amsterdam's flat, and it's a good race. I'll do it again. But the story of my race was basically struggling to hit any kind of pace, from fairly early on, and kind of getting into that sort of negative mental vibe where it's like, this is too hard, it's too soon. Obviously, as I said before the hand, I still obviously think I'm in PB shape and I should have ran on to a PB. That didn't happen. What happened was I kind of gradually declined throughout the course of the race and kind of just about held steady towards, the latter stages. I think my slowest mile was mile 20, 6:25, and then the rest were around about 6:20-ish. I think I averaged, from then on, the last 6 were around about 6:20. In the end, I averaged 6:15s for the race, which was a time of 2:44. Possibly my 3rd fastest marathon, I think. Yes, probably my 3rd fastest marathon, which I guess isn't bad, but it's just not what I wanted, and it was a struggle, and I kind of had the mental demons going on. It was like, what's the point, give up. So in the end I was fairly happy, which sounds counterintuitive, but I was fairly happy to maintain kind of as well as I did. Yeah, I can't quite get to the bottom of why I couldn't hit the paces. I can't quite get to the bottom in my head of what exactly it was that happened. Was it some kind of underlying energy thing? Maybe I'm sort of putting my hopes that it's an underlying energy thing and my fitness is in a good place. Obviously I had the knee niggle in the last couple of weeks and that impacted the taper. As I said before, I don't think probably that negatively because it was taper and I was resting, and yes, I think maybe Maybe my legs went off the boil, whatever off the boil means. I think maybe I was in form earlier in the training in the block, and towards the end of the block I kind of let it go somehow, which is frustrating, obviously. But yes, I'll think about it over the next few days and try and get my head around exactly what I think happened and maybe report back on it if it's interesting. If not, I won't bother. It's just done and dusted and on to the next one. Obviously, in my own mind, and you know, not that I'm going to share it necessarily on YouTube, but in my own mind, I need to have a full comprehension of what happened so that it can inform what goes on for the next one in the future. Otherwise, we are not learning from our mistakes, but we're just doing the same mistake over and over again, and that we all know what that makes us. Yeah, so anyway, I'm in Vienna. This is fun. Let's go check out some more sites. Not sure exactly what happened on marathon day. Obviously, I'm not happy about it. I'll try and figure it out. Don't spend 16 weeks preparing for something and then just kind of let it all go to pot, which seems to have been what's happened. Very frustrating. I'm wondering if, you know, there's potentially a thought that with the knee niggle, the build up to it, was just playing in the back of my mind, and maybe that affects you psychologically. Kind of almost like you've given up before you've done it because you have a handy excuse. Not sure I'm buying that 100% because I may not be mentally strong and when it comes to training solo, but I'm pretty mentally strong when it comes to racing. On the way to Hungary, Budapest. Loads of windmills, wind turbines. In Hungary now, having just left Austria, travel across the, I guess they are the Austro-Hungarian plains, which are basically very big, very flat, full of windmills, and yeah, train just cruised through. Beautiful flat landscape. Welcome to Budapest. Well, obviously I had to run onto Margaret Island after getting a boat around it. It's a very good place for running, etc. But apparently where all the Hungarians train for European and world athletics competitions. There's a running track right there. But it's obviously a very historical place. Got a boat ride around it. And sadly, I can't go further because time. Dinner booking at 8. Squeezing in a jog before. Quick shower and dinner. Such are the joys of city breaks. Squeeze windows for running, but that's a good thing because just done the Amsterdam Marathon, in case anybody didn't know. I'm now running on the Buda side of Budapest. Buda this side, Pest that side, who knew? Come together with bridges and become Budapest. Photobomb, 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 photobomb. Tourists capturing the perfect spot. With me and all their pictures. Ha. Cambridge. Sounds like I'm saying Cambridge, I'm not saying Chain Bridge. Cambridge. Money shot coming up, check this. Check this. This is the Chain Bridge. I'm in Budapest. My name's Tim, I run miles, and efforts must be redoubled.